How is everybody? Do. Okay, okay, we are going live on both here. Let me get this bad boy shared out this morning. And as y'all are stopping in today, be sure to jump in, put in the comment where you're watching from today. Also, if you're new or if you are an OG, I love to get to know my people, see where everybody's watching from today. Oh man, it only lets me share out to so many people. Okay, DK, Shane, good morning. Jonathan, Kelsey, Jojo, Brian, Quick Mix. I see. Hello, Raymond. All right. For those of you who are hanging with me today, happy Wednesday. It's hump day. We're halfway there through the week. If you're somebody who's working full time like me, you got to go to that grind today. But thanks for hanging with me this morning. I want you to drop in the comments if you're new or if you are an OG and where you're watching from today. Something I absolutely love about social media, especially TikTok, is that we can hang out with people internationally from all over the world for completely free. And it is a beautiful thing because I don't have to leave my house. I'm an introvert. I get to sit in the comfort of my own home. You guys can be doing whatever you're doing on the other side, and we can just have a friendly conversation. And that's what we're going to do today. So for those of you who have never been on my live before, my name's Keevan. I am a healthcare working wife, busy mama of two, and I have found the best way to make money online, and I'm having $900 days from my phone. And my passion has become teaching other people how to do the exact same thing. So that's what we're going to chat about today. If you're new, you've never been here before, I want you to smash up that button so we can stay connected. Also, you can either screenshot my face. This is my NK that you want to visit, okay? Or you can click on my face in the top left corner. Check out my LINK that's listed in my bio, because here's the thing. If I popped up on your FYP today, and if you are somebody who is serious about making money online, I have two things for you, okay? You visit my LINK, you get a free step-by-step guide for how to get into this online space. Now download that, because here's the thing. If you decide this isn't for you, you can subscribe. I'm not even going to know about it. The second thing is I got a FREE webinar coming up. I got a replay inside that message that you get from me. Also, we got a free webinar coming up on Friday that you do not want to miss out on, okay? It's going to teach you all about having $900 days online and how incredibly simple it is to run an online business using just your phone and social media. It is mind-blowing to me as somebody who has spent the last 13 years clocking into a 9-to-5 grind that you can literally turn your phone into an ATM. The phone in your hand is a gold mine, and you can change your life with it if you know the right process and how to do it the correct way. So good morning, Christy. Mila's in the house too. Good morning. Good morning. Mila, remind me where you TikTok from, because for some reason I'm thinking Hawaii and it seems like it would be really early there. David, Mark, good morning. Good morning. How is everybody today? Hold on, I'm just getting caught up on everybody in here. Amitria is here. You've been trying to do your research, but it's like Spanish to you. Amitria, I totally understand that. So here's a couple of things I'm going to tell you. We do have a free webinar coming up on Friday. So I know you are in my mailing list. I'm going to be getting those first emails sent out today. So be sure to look for that. You can get registered for that free webinar. Get in there. Also, Amitria, if you have any questions, just reach out to me. I'm going to be setting up a live Q&A for people in my mailing list coming up this weekend, so I can answer any questions you have, more one-on-one style in a Zoom. So Houston Kid, thank you for the follow. My girl Chris is in the house. How are you today, beautiful friend? Robin's in the house. Thank you so much. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. This is fun, you guys. Like, I don't know, for those of you who are clocking into a 9-to-5, I want you to drop a yes in the comments. If you're somebody who's clocking in, but you're at a point in your life where you're like, I go to work because I need the money. But if money wasn't an issue, like if you had unlimited resources, would you still be clocking into that 9-to-5? Would you still be getting up every day and going to that grind and working for somebody else and building somebody else's dreams? I want you to put a yes or no in the comments, because here's the thing. Thank you, Rachel, for the follow. Oh, Mila, you're from Tennessee. I don't know why I was thinking you were from somewhere like warm and exotic. Maybe that's just my hopeful thinking for you. Ryan is like, yep, you're clocking in, and absolutely not. She would not be still doing that. New York teacher getting ready for work because summer school, while also running a soda biz. That's very interesting, quick mix. How do you run a soda biz? Can you give me some more info on that? I'm really interested in that. Rachel, you want your own dream. Rachel, if you're comfortable, share in the comments okay, Mila, that's probably what I was thinking about. And I think you said Philippines yesterday on your live. And that's why, maybe that's why that clicked in my brain. I don't know. Well, thanks for hanging with me this morning, dear. I appreciate it. So quick mix. Hold on. Okay. Rachel said she wants to follow her own dream. So here's what I'm going to tell you about that, Rachel, because I can relate to that. Now, I'm that, you want to start your own laundry and subscription business. That's very interesting. I have never heard somebody say that that's something they want to do, but that's a brilliant idea. That is really, really brilliant. And here's what I'm going to tell you, Rachel, like God puts those dreams on your heart for a reason, right? Hey girl, did you get a new account? I hadn't seen you for months. Tina, yes, I did. Oh my goodness, you found me back. Thank you. I was actually thinking of you the other day because so Tina, my other account got hacked in May, right before Memorial Day. My other account got hacked. So here we are. You have to set it up on Facebook with an app. That's amazing, Rachel. That's really awesome. Oh, Tina, that makes my heart happy. Well, good. I'm glad you found me back because I was actually thinking of you the other day and I was like, man, I miss Tina. I miss Tina's lives. Oh, you did get it set up, Rachel. That's awesome. That's awesome. So here's the thing. God puts those dreams on your heart for a reason. Now, I'm that mama who's been clocking into a 9 to 5 since I've been able to work at age 14. Okay. Whether it was summer jobs, I was always a lifeguard. I was a waitress at a restaurant. I worked at J.C. Penney's for years. And then I went to college. I did what I was supposed to do, right? I went to college. I got that degree. And with that degree came $80,000 in student loan debt, which is ridiculous, right? Hi, Samantha, new here. Thanks for the follow and thanks for stopping in. You too, Tina. Have a great day. Thanks for checking in on me. I appreciate you. I got $80,000 in student loan debt, right? And I'm that mom who has always wanted more time home with my boys, right? I literally, the first year of my oldest son's life, would rock him to sleep every night. He would lay on my chest and I would cry because all I could think was he's getting bigger every single day and I'm missing out on all of it. So I tried all these ways to make money online. I want you to drop a 1 in the comments if you are somebody who has ever typed into your search bar how to make money online, how to make money from your phone, how to make extra income, side hustles. Put a yes in the comments, put a 1 in the comments if you have ever looked for a way to make extra money. Samantha's a yes, Rachel's a yes, Rachel's a yes. So many of us are trying, right? And I definitely, Rachel's like a billion times. I've been there. I can relate. And it's hard being a working mom because, first of all, you don't want to take extra time. There's a bug on my wall. You don't want to take extra time away from your children, right? I got 2 boys at home. They're almost 8 and 5, and time is going so fast. I already miss out on so much with them. And I ended up in that MLM world, right? And I'm not here to talk to you about MLMs unless you want me to explain how digital marketing is different than MLMs. But I've been there. I've done that. Times like 7. I've had this conversation almost every single day on my lives. And I failed miserably at them. I spent too much time on the phone, too much time away from my boys. I spent a lot of time working on shipping products and following up with people, and I just didn't enjoy any of it. So I failed, right? Because I didn't like it. And I had given up. I had come to the point where I was like, I'm just going to be a working mom for the rest of my life. I hope and pray we can retire early. We're going to work on investing and doing what we can. Trying to get with an app called Bendable, recommending products. Interesting, Rachel. I've never heard of that. I missed out on a lot with my boys going to be able to stay with your girls. I love that for you, Samantha. That's awesome. I love that for you. I actually told my husband the other night, I wish we would have just made it work. Right. We would have just found a way where I could have been a stay-at-home mom or at least gone to part-time and been home more. But now they're 7 and 4 and Anyway, this is all part of my story. I talk a lot. So if you're new, you're just stopping in and you're ready to learn how to have $900 days online, hit that follow button. Check out my LINK. You can either screenshot my face and plug this into your browser or click on my LINK. The first thing that pops up on that beacon says, get your free copy of the Freedom Formula. Plug in your best contact info, check your spam, check your promo folders. Okay, you get a free step-by-step guide. And if you're serious about making money online, you better be grabbing those freebies. Okay. Don't tell me you want to make all this money online, but then you're going to not grab that. Okay. If you decide this isn't for you, you can unsubscribe. I'm not even going to know about it. Okay. It's a beautiful thing. I never had to hear the word no. But back to my story. I had come to terms with the fact that I was just going to be a stay-at-home mom or be a working mom forever. Hopefully we can retire early and then we can travel and then we can enjoy our lives. And then life hit the fan in August. Our AC unit died. 2 days later, my husband totaled his car out in an accident, and I was pissed. Okay, I'm going to use that word today. I was pissed because I watched our savings account be nice and fluffy and go down to basically zero in a matter of days. And all I could think was, it took us forever to save up all this money, and now we got to start all over. And so my brain went to, well, I guess I'm going to clock in more. I'm going to take more call. I'm going to start doing some nights and weekends on the x-ray floor if they'll let me. And hopefully we can build that savings account back up within the next year. And all I could think was, that sounds terrible. All of that sounds terrible. I don't want it to take that long. I'm already exhausted. I don't want to be clocking in more. I don't want to be taking more time away from my boys. So I started looking at ways to make money online. And I had seen this stay-at-home mom, homeschooling mama, talk about how she was having $900 days online. And I automatically thought it's way too good to be true. And I want you to put a yes in the comments if you're watching these other people make big money online, have $900 days, 5K months, 10K months online, and you're thinking it's way too good to be true. Drop a yes in the comments if you're sitting skeptical about this. ChatGPT mom is like, yep, I was too, right? I saw this other mom start sharing this last summer and I thought there's no way. Sure, I'm going to get the info because the info is free. I'm going to watch these webinars and see what they're talking about. And then when life hit the fan for us, I told my husband, I said, you know what? Clocking in more is not the answer. It hasn't gotten us where we want to be yet, right? I've spent 13 years trying to build up my savings account. I've spent 13 years trying to get financially free, and it's not doing it for me. So I'm going to see what this online space has to offer, because if you can learn the skills to have $900 days online, here's the thing. You learn those skills, nobody can take them away from you. You have those skills forever. And here's the other thing. If you can learn to average $900 a day from your phone and social media, $900 a day is $328,000 a year. Think about this. What would that do for you and your family? If you could learn the skills. I jumped into this because I originally just wanted an extra $900 a month, because I thought, you know what, if I can just make enough to cover the car payment every month, have a little bit of extra spending money, I'll be good. And then I started seeing stories here in this online space, people making big money in this digital marketing world. And I said, you know what? If they can do this, I can do this too. And I'm here to tell you, if you are somebody who's watching all these other people have big $900 days online, making 10K a month from their phone, if they can do it, if you are coachable, you are self-motivated, and you are consistent, you can do it too. And I'm going to talk all about how to do it today. Rachel's like, life-changing. Buy a house, a car, pay off debt. It would be so nice, right? Amen, Rachel. Ash, hello. Thanks for sneaking in this morning. Everybody's like, yep, you're desperate for whatever it takes. All right, Rachel. So let's talk about this real quick. I want you to drop a 1 in the comments if you have never, ever heard of digital marketing before. And I want you to drop a 2 in the comments if you've heard of digital marketing. But like I said, you're sitting skeptical. You're sitting on the fence. You're thinking it's another MLM. Drop a 2 in the comments if that's you. Christy's a 67-year-old grandma. If she can do it, anyone can do it. Christy over here is just, she's making moves, man. She's made, I want to say 48,000 in 11 months in this online space. Hold on, just coffee TikTok. I had my first $2,700 week last week, you guys. And I'm not talking about spending hours on your phone, right? I'll talk about my 2-hour workday that I work in the nooks and crannies of my day. And you come down and my freedom machine is up here running for me in the background 24/7. It's doing all the follow-up for me. And like I said, if somebody's not interested, they unsubscribe. But if they are interested, they can jump on, they can invest in their program anytime, anywhere, no matter what I'm doing. I've made money while I'm sleeping. I've woken up to a $900 notification, made money while I'm sitting at church helping in the nursery. Yes, last Thursday, I dropped both my kids off at school, both my boys off. I got back in my car and I had two $900 payments. I made $1,800 before 8 a.m. last Thursday. That's life-changing income. I literally was crying on my way to work because this is what I've dreamed of my entire life, a way to work smarter and not harder, a way to get my freedom and my time back with my kids and make more money than I've ever made in my entire life. And it's happening every single day to regular people like me. I'm nobody special. I'm just a mama from Iowa. I'm surrounded by cornfields. It's humid AF here right now. I'm nobody special. I'm not driving a Bentley down the California Strip or whatever you even want to call it, surrounded by palm trees. I'm clocking into 8 to 5. I wear scrubs and a scrub cap all day long. I'm just a regular mama. If I can learn these skills, anybody can learn these skills. Al, I saw you sneak in here. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, let me get caught up on some comments here. ChatGPT wants to be a stay-at-home mom. Same, girl. You're expecting your first, Rachel. Congratulations. You're planning to be a stay-at-home mom. I love that so much. You want to do digital marketing. Okay, Rachel, we're going to chat all about this today. 48,011, 6K so far in July. Christy, yes, girl. Rocking it. Chat GPT, Mom, I can look up quick. You emailed to me yesterday. Did you respond to the mail that you got from me? Because I can look here. Hold on. I'll do this here in a second, but I can look and make sure that into your list. Not sure if you got an email back yet. Oh, I know I did not respond to any emails yesterday because I didn't see any sitting in my box. Did you respond to the message that you got from me, Chat GPT, Mom? All right. Because I'm happy to message you back. If for some reason I didn't get your questions answered, because I know I checked that right before I went to bed. I check all my folders before, like when I checked my email, I checked all of them. So ChatGPT, either try to respond to that email again, or otherwise just reach out to me in here and we can get connected that way. Okay. And I'm going to say this real quick because there's other accounts out there already pretending to be me. I've only had this account 2 months and there's already spammers pretending to be me. I'm never going to end up in your DMs first. Okay. I'm not going to be asking to go to WhatsApp or Telegram or any of those things. Okay. I don't run my business that way. It's yucky and that's not me. So if you're seeing people with my face end up in your DMs first saying, hey, this is my new account or something like that, that's not me. So don't do that. You got an email from someone in your junk folder and you see it for 3 days. I've had that happen too, Christy, which is why I now always make sure to check all my folders. Like I have my focus folder, my regular folder, and then the junk folder. I don't know. It's weird, but Rachel, your baby's coming in October. I have an October baby. They are full of spunk, but October is really the best time to have a kiddo. So congratulations. All right, let's get down to the nitty gritty here. For those of you who don't know what digital marketing is there anybody in here who does not know what digital marketing is? I want you to put the word yes if you want me to explain what digital marketing is, okay? Because it's so different than what most of us are used to, right? We're used to going in and clocking into that 9 to 5 job, and that's the only way we know how to make money. But the digital world is changing the game for so many of us, and I honestly didn't even understand what it was when I jumped in here. But here's the basics of it. I'll just kind of explain this. If you have any questions, Rachel, Chat GPT, Mom, be sure to put them in the comments if you're comfortable. I love answering questions. Okay, I love answering questions because everybody deserves to know how to make money in this online space. It's a beautiful place to be, and there's so much opportunity here, and there's room for everybody to win. That's the beautiful thing about it. There's so much room for everybody to win here. So be sure to check out the link that's listed on my bio. Okay, grab your freebie. Then if you can't hang around today, we can stay connected. Also smash up that follow button. Okay. All right. So real quick, digital marketing is just being able to market anything in this social media space. Okay. Right. You got your search engines, you got your platforms, all of this, but the biggest one is social media. So there are programs out there that teach regular mamas like me, like you, whoever you are, how to make money in this online space, how to market anything on any social media platform. Um, have fun, Robin. Good luck. So Bendable falls into this category. Um, Maybe I'm going to be honest, Rachel, and tell you that I have not heard of Bendable before. I'm just going to be open and honest with you. Hi Jess. Good morning. Good morning. I've never heard of that, but I kind of want to look into it because here's the thing. The program itself teaches you how to market anything in this online space, right? They give you a product to practice with, which is a beautiful thing because what do you need to run an online business? You need to know how to market. I didn't know how to do that. You need to have an LINK, your freedom machine that's running for you in the background, right? So you can take orders and do all of that stuff. I didn't have one of those and I didn't know how to set it up. And you need a product to promote. Now, you can create your own products, right? People make their own digital products all the time. And our program teaches you how. They give you a list of 200 digital product ideas that you can turn around and create and you can market them, right? I work full time. I got 2 boys at home. I got a husband who has 2 jobs. I didn't want to take the time and I didn't know where to start, even begin in creating my own digital products. Busy, right, Jess? Busy people. But the busy people are the ones that do the best in this online space, right? Because we know how to prioritize our time. And but I didn't want to create my own digital product because I don't have the time. So they literally teach you the skills. They give you the freedom machine. They give you the follow-up messages, right? All that mail that goes out that does all the follow-up for me. They gave me all of that. I went in and tweaked it. I set my system up once 7 months ago, 8 months ago. I don't even know how many months ago, last fall. And I haven't had to touch it since. I've gone in and tweaked some things here and there, but the nitty-gritty parts are done. And it's up there running for me 24/7 in the background. And they gave me a product to practice with because this program, I made a one-time investment in it. And now I own it and I can turn around and I can promote it as many times as I want. That's how I've had $900 days. That's how I got in the car to an $1,800 day last week. Jess here was sitting at the river yesterday. She made 900 bucks. That's the beautiful thing of this online space is I put in my 2 hours of income earning activities. And that's not getting on the phone. That's not bugging my friends and family and sliding into DMs. I'll talk all about that here in a little bit. It's the most simple way to make money online without bugging people, right? You have friends and family who don't talk to you anymore because you were in the world where you're sliding into DMs. Like I've been there. Okay, I've been there. We don't do that here, right? We are using what is called attraction marketing to bring people to us. And then if people decide they want more info, I send them to my LINK, that freedom machine. They decide it's not for them, they unsubscribe. But they get FREE info up here, right? That can literally change their life. And then if they decide they're ready to invest in a program so they get that business in a box, they can do that anytime, anywhere. Now I'm here if you have questions. I'm not saying I'm not going to answer any questions. I'm never going to leave you on red, okay? Because you deserve to get answers and you deserve to get that mentoring that you need to be successful in this online space. Okay, let's see. Ametria, do you have a lot of friends on social media to promote it? So, Ametria, that's an amazing question because so many people ask that question, right? You're looking at your followers and you're thinking, I don't have that many. You actually, especially, okay, first of all, it's going to depend on what platform you go to. Okay. If you're going to FB, you already have what's called a warm market, right? We're going to teach you how to use those attraction marketing skills on FB. So you're not sliding into DMs, but you're also able to share this opportunity with the people that you already know. That's your warm market. Now, if you want to come to a platform like TikTok, we actually recommend that you start a brand new account and go back to a goose egg. Now, I know that that's big and scary. My other account got hacked 2 months ago. This is a brand new account for me. I've only had it right at about 2 months. And it was scary going back to this, right? But here's the thing. You want to train TikTok who you are and who you want to connect with. TikTok's all about community, right? When you jump into somebody's live, you're getting all your interaction points, right? TikTok keeps track of that. They keep track of you snagging this orange thing up at the top, the love that you send. They're keeping track of all of that, and who you're interacting with on that tells TikTok who you want to connect with, right? So you actually want to start a brand new account so you can train TikTok. Does that make sense? Christy makes 900 bucks while walking her dog. Rachel has 1,000+ followers on FB. That's awesome. Hold on. We're going to bless and release here. Okay. Rachel, it definitely depends on what platform you want to go to. Now, I started on TikTok. Okay. Keevan's guide. Yeah. So Amitria is in my email list, Christy. She was on here the other day. Her and I have been chatting in the background a little bit. We're staying connected. Is it just reselling the course? So Sunny, that's another amazing question because, and I actually just posted a video about this before I got on here today. Amitria's waiting on her paycheck. We're going to get you going, girl. So Sunny, it's not just a bunch of people reselling a course. And if you're somebody who's looking at digital marketing and you think that that's all that it is, then you're not fully understanding what the opportunity is here. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? I was that person too. When I first started, my husband literally for the first like 2 weeks was like, so what are you doing now? And I was like, I'm going to be honest and tell you, I don't really know. I don't really know. All I know is I am going to be learning how to make money online, and people are having $900 days doing it. And I'm going to learn the same. But it's so much more than just reselling the course. Okay. They're going to teach you how to create multiple streams of income online. We get businesses in here, people who already own businesses or have a product or service that they want to promote in this online space. Our program is going to teach them that. If you're somebody who wants to create your own digital product, we get a lot of people who create like digital planners or homeschool curriculums or online cookbooks. You can create your own digital product. We're going to teach you how to create it and how to promote it. And the beautiful thing about the digital world is you create that one time, you plug it into like my Beacon store up here, and it's out there forever, right? People can buy it anytime, day or night. You just make it one time. That's recurring income. It's a beautiful thing. That's how you get that passive income going. I've noticed that a lot of your followers watch reels. That's awesome, Rachel. I love that. Just start. You try to post reels to get the most views. Yeah. And I'm going to be honest, Rachel, like FB was my main social media platform before I started this business. I was never even on TikTok. Like I was never on this platform. The only time I would get on was when my coworkers sent me videos to watch, and I would wait till I had like 40 of them. And then I would get on and I'd watch them all at once. My coworkers were like, we should get TikTok famous and do all these dances. And I was like, that's going to be a big no for me. Like, I'm an introvert. I white girl dance like you wouldn't believe. It's embarrassing, right? But then I started this online business and I said, well, most people are having good luck on TikTok, right? TikTok's an international platform. That's a beautiful thing. We have like 18 self-made millionaires in South Africa. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. You're testing out your own digital products. You use Canva. Yeah, Rachel, that's awesome. And we teach a lot of Canva training inside our program too. Good morning, Kate. How are you? I was thinking of you yesterday. Sunshine is like, yep, you're correct. Okay, does anybody else have any questions? This is amazing this morning. So just know, like, there's so much opportunity here. Now they give you the product they give you the program itself to practice with, right? Because you need to have a product to turn around and promote. Now, don't just be promoting any product, right? You need to promote something that's in high demand, something that you know people are going to want. So we're in the e-learning industry, right? Because this is like a college course where you are learning a new skill. But the beauty of it is, like, my college took $80,000 from me. They're definitely not giving me a kickback when I'm like, hey, I went to this college and it was amazing. You should check it out. I'm not getting a kickback off of that, right? So what they do is they gave me the program when I made that one-time investment, and I now own it. And I've turned that one-time investment into $9,700, all off of a product that I didn't have to create, but they give me 100% profit which is a beautiful thing. Now, if you've been in that MLM world, you know you're working real hard, right? The people at the top are making like 70, you're down here making like 20%. You're hoping to make an extra $9 off of a mascara. Well, to have a $900 day, you need 100 customers off of that $9 mascara. In this online space, when your best-selling product is a $900 product, you only need one customer to have a $900 day. And also remember, one customer puts you into profit mode, right? What other business out there can you start where you do a one-time small investment for less than the phone you're holding in your hand, and your first customer puts you into profit mode, and you have zero overhead costs? I'll go over the programs here in a second, but there's zero overhead costs because everything's digital. I don't have inventory. I don't have to worry about shipping. I'm not picking up things. I don't have to worry about any of that. It's a beautiful thing. Um, yes, Ametria, once you buy it, it's on your phone. It's accessible to you 24/7. Good morning, Flo. How are you today? I keep missing your lives. I keep missing yours. Um, so Ametria, we have I use 3 apps throughout the day. Okay. We use the school app, which is our big digital community. Okay. There's 40 or 50, how many are we up to? 54,000 people inside our community. And again, like, our business is 100% ours. We're not making any money off of each other because we're making that 100% profit. But there's so many on here. Oh, hi, Al. I see you. Thanks for stopping in today, Al. But there's people in here supporting me, right? We jump on and support each other, but we have a big school community, and that's where you're going to get your tech support. That's where a lot of the live Zoom replays are posted, and they're recorded and posted. A lot of our trainings in there, we give you we have a content vault that's going to teach you hooks. It's going to give you content ideas for creating all of that. And also, it's where you go to ask questions, right? If you have any questions, there's people who have probably had the same question as you and they've gotten the answer. You ask your questions inside the community, you're going to get those answers. Okay. So that's the school app that I use. The other app I use is the Kajabi app, which is where all of our pre-recorded videos are. That's where your actual Legacy Builders program is. Okay. And you can watch that anytime, day or night. It's where you're going to get the step-by-step tutorials to finish setting up your Freedom Machine. Um, there's a lot of content, or a lot of videos in there to go in and watch on your spare time. And when I started this, I let myself get so overwhelmed. And I'm honest with people about this because I'm the type of person where, like, if I know there's something that needs to be done, I'm going to do it. And I want to do it right away. And so I was trying to sit down and take in all of this training, right? And it was overwhelming me. And then I sat back and I was like, Keevan, you have lifetime access to this program. Like, there's no reason you need to sit down and go through all the videos at once, right? Like, it's there forever. So now I take about an hour a day. I pop in an earbud and I listen to training videos. I just pick one and I listen to it, whatever I need to focus on. Sometimes it's just a mindset training. We had our Monday night mentoring the other night that I wasn't able to get on. So I'll go back and watch that. Yes, it's forever ours. It's lifetime access to continuous learning. It's being updated all the time. It's a beautiful thing. Ametria, try not to get overwhelmed, dear. I understand though. I understand because it is something new. And it's like, for me, I've been working at the hospital for 13 years, but if I was to go get a different job at like a gas station or a restaurant, I would be so overwhelmed, right? Because I've been doing the same job for 13 years. Well, almost 13 years. I've kind of made my way around the x-ray department, but I'm in a different area now. I've been back there 8 years. But if I was to go to another area, it would be so incredibly overwhelming. So it's the same concept, right? But just take a deep breath. This is all in your time, right? You don't need to just sit down and learn it all at once. But at the same time, like, the trainings are so good that it's easy for you to want to sit down and learn it all at once. But it's all about balancing it, right? And actually, Jess, I think, said this in one of her trainings. She's probably on her life now, but one of her trainings I listened to like a week or two ago, Jess did Monday night mentoring. And she said, you know, how many of you are sitting and just watching a ton of training videos and you're getting really overwhelmed? She's like, let that go. Give yourself permission to just watch one video a day or whatever you need to watch. because you're going to get overwhelmed and you're going to get confused if you're trying to do too much at once. Right. And I fully support that. I fully support that. So, it is a lot to take in the beginning, but I'm going to tell you this, if you stick with it and once you nail down that 2-hour workday, like there's days where I'm sitting down and I'm like, I feel like I should be doing something because when I was in that MLM world, it was constantly like in my free time, I'm bugging people, right? I was sliding into DMs and I was trying to just get that sale. But we don't have that here. Like I create my content, I post that, I go live, I listen to my training videos, and then I'm like sitting at home like this, or like at work yesterday. I was stuck in the OR yesterday all day, but I was like, I feel like I need to be doing something, but everything was done. It's a beautiful thing. It fits so seamlessly into your schedule once you nail down that 2-hour workday. So, good morning, Manny. Yep, you grow as you go. Artie, hello, hello. Thanks for stopping in today. Okay, so let's go over this real quick. I want you to drop a 1 in the comments if you want to hear about the programs and the investment behind them first, or drop a 2 if you want to hear about my 2-hour workday. And I will go over both of them. I'm just going to let you pick which one we do first. Ametria wants to hear the 1. Nikki wants to hear the 2. Do I got a tiebreaker? Do I got a tiebreaker? Just coffee, TikTok. Do. Going once. Going twice. Okay. Let's talk first about the 2-hour workday. Okay. Just because, okay, Kate wants to hear about the 2-hour workday. Ametria wants to hear about both. Okay, we'll start with the 2-hour workday today. So, here's a couple of things I want you to keep in mind. Anybody can do this and anybody can learn these skills, right? All this really takes is being coachable. Now, I want you to drop a 1 in the comments if you can listen to training videos every single day. Pop in an earbud. You can listen to training while you're out for a walk, while you're doing dishes or the laundry, while you're at your 9 to 5. I listen to a lot during my lunch breaks. Drop a 1 in the comments if you can listen to training. Now, it's important to be listening to those training videos because here's the thing. A, they're going to keep your mindset in the game. B, things are changing all the time in this digital world, right? Nikki, you keep losing your earbuds. That is not a good problem to have. I actually lost an earbud at work last winter, and my dear sweet husband bought me a new set for Christmas. And he was like, don't lose these, but I'm pretty sure I put one in a scrub pocket and it got washed and it's gone now. Anyway, that's a story for another time. But you want to keep your mindset in the game. You want to stay on top of this ever-changing digital world. Okay. And you're going to learn something new every day. There's some training videos that I have gone back and watched or listened to more than once just because I get so much information out of them. So I'm getting lots of 1s. Kate, Sunny, Ametria, and Nikki, you're all a 1. That's awesome. The second part of my workday, I want to know if you are self-motivated. Okay. Drop a 2 in the comments if you are self-motivated and you can create content every single day. Now, don't overthink the content creation because a lot of people come into this and they're like, oh man, she's talking about creating content. And that's kind of a big, scary word, right? Especially if you're like, I'm not some big influencer. I'm just a regular person. Repetition is important. That's so true, Christy. But here's the thing. I'm not talking crazy content. I'm talking, we're going to teach you how to figure out who your perfect customer is and how to share your story, right? That's how you're going to create your content. We're going to help you do that. We're going to walk you through step by step how to create that content. Second of all, I'm not talking crazy content. I'm talking a 5 to 7 second video with a trending sound, text overlay, boom, done. A 30-second video, a 60-second video. Now, if you're somebody who's going live, this is something I want to start doing more of. TikTok takes your lives and you can create videos off of that. So that's another super easy way to create some content. Okay. Drop a 2 in the comments if you're self-motivated and you can create the content. Now, it's important to be self-motivated because here's the thing. When you clock into that 9 to 5, right? Like I'm clocking into my day job today. I know exactly what cases we're doing. I'm covering the OR today. We're putting stents in a leg. Okay. We're putting stents in a bypass. That's going to be my job today. That's my task. When you start your own online business, now I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to help you get up and running, and I'm going to help you. I'm going to answer questions that you have. But I'm not gonna be coming to you every day saying, "Did you create your content? Did you listen to your training videos?" I You see the big words. I I'm not going to be able to run your business for you. So that's why it's important to be self-motivated. But I'm getting lots of twos. Nikki's a two, Kate's a two. What do you mean by Ametria? What do you mean by seeing the big words? Like content creation? Are you talking about that being like a big word? Okay. The third part of my workday, I need to know if you are willing to be consistent. Okay. That's a big part of this. Content creation is kind of like a big scary word, right, Ametria? And I used to be in that same boat where I was like watching all these big influencers and they're talking about content creation. And I'm like, first of all, I don't even know what content creation means. Second of all, like, how do I create this content? Like, nobody tells you where to start, right? And that's why it's a beautiful thing that there's programs out there like ours that teach you how to do that. Um, okay, so the third part of my workday is going live. Now, I go live Monday through Saturday for sure, occasionally on Sundays. I've been taking breaks on Sundays just because Sunday's kind of my recharge day. But here's the thing, going live scares a lot of people, right? And I'm going to tell you there's a couple different options here. Now, I choose to go live because it's what works best for me and my business. But there's people who've never gone live and have still made six figures in this online space. You can do free ads. We teach you how to create and post free ads. That's another great option. But here's the thing. If you're willing to go live, Christy, not techie, just follow the training step by step. She knew nothing. Yep. And she's made $48,000 in 11 months. Man, I want so bad, Christy, to get my mom on this train. Maybe I need to set her up with a Zoom call with you. Just coffee, TikTok. Yeah, Christy is doing awesome. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I had a $2,700 week last week, and I just love that I get to help other women start their online business. It's so incredibly amazing. But here's the thing. We're going to teach you how to go live, and you're going to have support in this online space, right? I have so many people in here supporting me right now who don't make a dime off of me. Good morning, Jill. How are you? Who don't make a dime off of me, but we jump on and we support. Now, I work full time. I try to get in on Christy's lives when I see them. I try to get on people's lives and support them because here's the thing. Jill, oh, Jill, you're tired. I'm sorry, dear. It's that grind, right? That weekly grind. I have a few moms of DGP. That's awesome. I love that, Christy. I love that so much. We're going to get on and support each other when we can, right? Because here's the thing, we know that there's so much room for everybody to succeed here. There's no competition. There's no competition. I actually, this is going to be a side note. I'm sorry, I get squirrel brain, but I had somebody reach out to me a couple days ago about wanting to get into her MLM. She's like, I just feel like you would be so good at this. And I basically told her, I was like, no, like I'm really enjoying the business model of the digital marketing space because I don't have to build a team and I don't have to worry about people. Right. Here's the thing. She then got on to her social media a couple hours later and was talking about how somebody above her was basically trying to take her team. I didn't fully understand it. And I try not to get into all that drama, but she was like, I've worked really hard to build this team. It's a brand new company she's with. And she's like, now somebody's trying to take it from me. In that world, it's all competition, right? Because everybody at the top wants their big bonuses. So of course they're going to try to get as many people under them as possible. When we're all making 100% profit, like Jill said, we're all on a level playing field. There's no competition here. And it's a beautiful thing. So we jump on and we support each other. Good morning, Sue. You're back. Thanks for the follow. So just know that like, if you're scared to go live, you don't have to go live right away, right? You can make money before you ever go live. Our program's going to teach you how to go live and you're going to have people to jump on and support you. Now, keep in mind, it's going to suck the first couple times, right? My first lives were awful. They were terrible. I made my first one. I made it like 18 minutes. Somebody asked me a question. I got hot and sweaty. I panicked and I logged off right away because I didn't know if I knew the answer. But you slowly get better the more you do it, right? And when you got people on here supporting you, it's a beautiful thing. So if you decide to do this and you're like, yeah, I want to eventually go live, mark it on your calendar and say in 2 months, I'm going to go live for the first time. And here's the thing, I'm going to tell you, okay, you can see you doing that. It's a beautiful thing once you start going live. Like this really has become my passion, right? Because I get on here, like Sue was on here, I think it was yesterday, asking a ton of questions. And I love that I can get on and I can answer questions in real time, right? And I get to know people. It's a beautiful thing. Your sponsor in the MLM you were in went to legal to take you down when you started digital marketing. That's so sad, Christy. That's so sad. You don't get questions yet. And you know what, Jill? That's okay. Because here's the thing, it's going to take people a while to warm up to you and fully understand who you are and what you do, right? My first lives, even when I started this new account, those first 2 weeks were brutal. They were brutal. Training TikTok who I was and who I wanted to connect with. I was getting a lot of bots in here, not real accounts. And it's hard, right? It's hard. But once you get more consistent with your lives and you're really training TikTok who you are, it gets so much easier. It is, Christy. It is that competition. And that's what I think I love so much about this digital marketing space is because, and I don't like to knock the MLMs, right? I don't like to knock them, but I have a lot of friends who do really well in them, and then I have my mom who built a team and was making really good money, and then they came in and said, "Hey, we're taking away all of your bonuses on the people under you." And she lost like $2,000 to $3,000 a month of income. And it's a lot of competition and it's ugly. And especially as women, there's enough of that ugliness in the world for us, right? Like we can't win no matter what we do. You're a stay-at-home mom, you're lazy, you're not working hard enough. You're a working mom, you don't prioritize your family, you're not doing enough for your family, right? Like it's just there's enough of that out there in the world, especially for us women. You don't need to be in a business model that's going to tear you down too. It's awful. Um, Okay. So here's the thing, Ametria. It depends on what you want to do with this. Now, you can jump into this and you don't have to promote the business, the program at all if you don't want to. Okay. You don't have to promote the business at all or the program itself, but you're leaving money on the table if you don't. Now, if you're somebody who's jumping into this because you already have a business or a product that you want to promote in this online space, you're just going to tweak it so you would be promoting that product itself. But yes, when I personally get on my lives, that's what I am doing. I am sharing this opportunity with people and letting them know that this exists, right? That there's a program out there that can teach them how to build an online business, build multiple streams of income, and create income off of that program itself. So that's my main goal. Cynthia, hello, dear. How are you? Thanks for stopping in today. Cynthia's here, somebody that jumped in a while back, and yeah, so excited to have her here. Da-da-da. Okay, let's see. I'm catching up on all of my comments here. Yes, and to talk about the business. That's the way of the MLM. Yeah, it's so true, Kate. Like we just can't win. No micromanaging others. Yes, that is so true. Or just women in general are catty. That's so true, Jill. Unfortunately, that's so true. I don't feel like I fall into that category because I love building up other women. I love empowering other women and letting them know that they are badasses, right? And especially when it comes to this online space, it has really become a passion of mine to just let women know that, like, I don't care what background you come from, right? I don't care if you're a stay at home mom, you're a working mom, you're a dog mom, a cat mom, if you're an elephant mom. I don't care. You deserve to be able to make money here. And I love helping other women know that they can start here, right? Um, so Christy, you're willing to give advice to help too. Christy is inside our community. So Ametria, here's something else I'm going to say. Now, full disclosure, when you jump into this program, you get everything you need. You don't need me at all. Now, when you jump into this program, and I'll go over the 4 programs here real quick. Yeah. And Christy, that's a good point. I forget to point that out a lot, but that's how I learned a lot about the business itself, the program itself, and just going live in general was watching other people's lives. Because I would get on like Daryl's lives and Jess's lives and Victoria's lives. Like if you get on and you just watch other people and you listen to what they have to say, like you just learn from other people, right? There's so much you can take away from other people. And that's the beauty of this business too, because if you listen to a lot of the trainings, people are like a lot of the people that have made 6 or 7 figures in this online space who are doing all of our trainings, they'll tell you, like, I would just watch other people's videos and I would write down word for word what they said, but then I would tweak it to fit me. Then I would tweak it to fit me. And you're just recreating the same content that's doing really well, but you're fitting it around your story, right? So it's like you don't reinvent the wheel here. You know what works. You just tweak it to fit you and your life, and then you can go out and do your thing. And it's a beautiful thing. Everyone does it different. Yeah, you find what fits you, and that's so true, Christy. Now, I do separate training with Victoria, and I do a lot of her. A lot of my live style comes from Victoria because Victoria and I have a lot of the same personality, right? Her and I are a lot the same. So my lives are basically what Victoria, excuse me, has taught in her coaching because that's what works best for me. But it might not work best for Christy. It might not work best for Jill, right? Because we're all different and we all have different customers and different stories. And so it's all about what works best for you, right? Now, Ametria, I'm going to tell you this too, because you're asking about like other people being there to give you nuggets. When you jump into this now, you even play videos I like on Chat GPT to tweak. Yeah, yeah. And we teach you how to use Chat GPT and do all of that stuff. It's an amazing thing. Um, you won't need me, right? Like you'll have your trainings, you'll have the live interactive Zooms and all this stuff. You're not going to need me. But here's the thing, when you decide to jump in and you invest in that program, you're going to get an email from me that's going to give you step by step where to go, how to start. Make sure you get your Freedom Machine up and running in the background. Okay. That email is going to say, hey, if you started at the Legacy Builder level, I'm going to reimburse this $39 website fee, but you got to tell me where to send it. Okay. So you respond to that email and I get that back to you. Okay. Also, I get you inside my school community, which is free to anybody, but you can get inside my school community. I give TikTok tips and tricks in there, but also I'm working on doing two a month group coaching calls, okay, that are going to be more specifically driven towards TikTok itself, because TikTok is its own beautiful beast, right? It's kind of become my baby, but I have learned so much from Victoria and other people about how this TikTok app works that I just want to share those nuggets with people. Okay. And I actually just set up my Zoom dates for August. So I'm going to be sending out emails to get those out to people for trainings and everything. Okay. Also, once your Freedom Machine's up running in the background, I'm going to say, hey, reach out to me. Um, yeah, of course, Christy. Thanks so much. I'm going to have you reach out to me because I'm also going to set up a one-on-one coaching call just to get to know you a little bit better and help you get set up for success. Because ultimately, that's the goal, right? Okay, does anybody else have any other questions? I'm going to real quick go over the programs and then I'm going to log off because I hear my boys running around upstairs. You work 100 hours this week and you'll be able to invest in something. Yes, Ametria. And just remember, like, we do have those installment plans too, right? We have those installment plans. They're there for a reason because the majority of people that jump into this start it because we need the money, right? We don't have the money to get started, right? So that's why those installment plans are there. And Christy, I know, has shared her story about how she jumped into this when she had like zero. I jumped into this after draining our savings account, and it's a leap of faith, right? I took that leap. God had been bugging me all summer long. It was sitting in the back of my mind, and I sat skeptical. And then life hit the fan, and I said, you know what? I feel like that's my big bonk over the head that's saying you need to look into this and you need to do this. And it was the big push I needed. And at the end of the day, my only regret is not starting sooner. That's my only regret. So, okay, 4 program options because not one size fits all, right? Now, remember, we have investment plans. Um, and if you are somebody who's wanting to get started, you don't get approved for the ones that are listed, let me know. Reach out to me because I do have a workaround that we can maybe get you approved for less. 2 weeks in and the entire card was paid off. Christy, so amazing. So amazing. And I get a lot of people who will ask, like, how long until you make money? I don't know that, right? I don't know that. I will tell you 5 weeks for me, I saw my return on investment. And it seems too good to be true until you're sitting in the car on your way to family Thanksgiving with your boys in the back, your husband driving, and your phone dings and says, you just made 600 bucks. It seems too good to be true until things like that start happening. And then you realize, like, I literally cried because I was like, this is what I have been dreaming of my entire life. This is the thing that's actually going to work. Christy says 5 days for her and it blew her mind. It's like, what? Right, Jill? Right? Like, it's an amazing thing when you are out living your life and you're just creating income. It's a beautiful thing. Those millionaires you see out there, they're not working real hard, clocking into a 9 to 5 grind. Manny's, it's different for everybody, right? It's different for everybody. But here's the thing. Kate, you're ready, girl. Let's get you started. Have you plugged your info into my Freedom Machine up here, Kate? I don't know. I would need to know what your contact is to know if you got in here. I need to change it so it shows people's names. Do it. You can't remember. Do you need me to walk you through again how to do it, Kate? Because I'm happy to do that. Just put the word yes. Okay. Because I'm happy to walk you through too how you can get started. Just let me know. You remember? Okay. So we have 4 program options because not one size fits all, right? And I'm going to go through these kind of quick, but if you have questions, drop them in the comments. We have a 100, 600, 300, 100, 300, 600, 900. Clearly my brain's not working yet this morning. Now, not one size fits all, but here's what I am going to tell you. Remember, when you make this one-time investment, you get 100% profit off any of these programs. So you start at that 900, you automatically got 4 streams of income. Okay. You start at that 300, you get 2 streams. You get the 300 and the 100. It's all what you want to get out of this. And I'm never going to tell you which one to invest in. Now, if you're somebody who wants to start at the 300 just to kind of get your feet wet and see what this is all about, if you upgrade within 29 days, you just pay the difference. Okay. The only other thing you are going to pay is that one-time Freedom Machine fee. Again, I reimburse that at the $900 level. Okay. If you do the upgrade option, you had to pay that Freedom Machine fee a second time. Just keep that in mind. Does anybody have any questions about that? I kind of talked a lot today. I talk a lot all the time. We're so close to 10K. So close to 10K, everybody. Y'all are amazing. Thanks for hanging with me on a Wednesday. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Otherwise, I'm going to walk you through real quick how to get to my LINK. If you're somebody who's been hanging on here today, you've been listening to me and you are really serious about making money online, you need to be putting your email into my my LINK up here. I'm going to walk you through real quick how to do that. You'll get a free step-by-step guide from me. Come on, phone. There we go. You get a free step-by-step guide. Now download that because here's the thing. If you decide this opportunity is not the one for you, you can unsubscribe. I'm not even going to know about it. I'm not going to come bug you. I'm not going to be messaging you and all those things. I don't have time for that. Okay. Also, we got a free webinar coming up on Friday. That's going to get you all the details about this, but you do have to save your seat for those webinars and they fill up fast. I'm going to be getting those emails, those first messages sent out today. And you can save your seat from there. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. I'm pulling up my TikTok page. I'll walk you through step by step how to get the info from me. Thank you, Debbie and Mindful Glam, for the follows. How are you this morning? Okay, hold on. My internet's running real slow. Okay, here's my TikTok page. Now, if you click on my face, top left corner, it's going to take you here. Okay, click on my link that is listed right above the email. You can also just send me an email if you have any questions at all. Feel free to do that. The first thing that pops up is the link that you want. Okay. It's going to take you to my beacons page. Hi, Jackie. Welcome back. How are you today? The first thing listed right here is get your free copy of the Freedom Formula. That's where you want to add in your correct, Al. You'll set up newsletters. You'll set up newsletters for that. This is where you get that free step-by-step guide. Okay, just click on that, plug in your best contact info, check your spam, check your junk, check your promo folders. Okay. That's right. Yeah, Kate, I'm super confused by that. I'm very confused by that because to get into that, it would have had to be way down here. So the free step-by-step guide is here is what you want. But if you're ready to jump in and look at the program options, they're all listed here under Start Your Legacy Today. Okay. Click on that. And it'll walk you through step-by-step. You can click on any of these four and it'll have all the info here where you fill it all out. Now, if you need the PAY plans, you click on the purple button at the bottom. Again, if you don't get approved for any of these, reach out to me because I have a workaround that is getting people approved for $0 down. Okay. So don't let that stop you if you're ready to jump in and get going. Okay. Does anybody have any questions for me? Another thing to get accomplished. You got this, Al. I got faith in you. And setting up those newsletters, they're pretty simple. Like I do all mine from my phone. Once you get them down, they're pretty simple to do. So they give you word for word the newsletters to send out. I go in, I tweak them a little bit, and yeah, do the thing. Oh, Jill, I don't know why it filtered that comment. Made $600 while sitting at a bonfire. That's amazing. Yes, Missy, that's what we're talking about is legacy builders. Have you heard of it? Oh, that's a bless and release situation right there. Okay. Does anybody have any questions for me? Otherwise, I'm going to log off here because it is 6:30. Who did we get here? Okay. Anybody else got questions? Going once? Going twice? Oh, Jill, it's 7:30 where you live? Oh, I guess that's only an hour ahead of me. You too, Kate. Thanks for stopping in today. All right. Have a beautiful, blessed day, everybody. It's Wednesday. Favorite thing about my job? Are you talking about my digital marketing job or my 9 to 5 job? Miss Heather, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. Ametria, I'm always here if you have questions, right? Just reach out. Okay, 2K vets, I'm going to answer this super quick because my kiddos are awake and my husband's got to go to work soon, so I got to go take over the parenting gig. My day job, my favorite thing is taking care of my patients. Honestly, it's the most draining part of my day, but it's also the most rewarding. I work in the cardiac cath lab. There's days we are fixing hearts that are on the verge of making people be not alive anymore. And that is a pretty cool thing when you got somebody coming in with an active heart attack and you save their life. So that's my favorite thing about my day job. My favorite thing about you had a heart cath, Jill? Yeah, that's part of my job. That's one of the many, many hats I wear. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not putting the stents in. I'm the one that's opening all of the equipment for the doctors and setting up their sterile trays and doing that sort of stuff. But I just help the doctors. My favorite part about this digital marketing gig, honestly, is just empowering people, especially women, to get into this online space, overcome their limiting beliefs about themselves, and just know that like they're worthy of being here. They're worthy of making money in this online space. And there's absolutely nothing you can't do if you don't put your mind to it, right? Like if you put your mind to whatever that biggest dream of yours is, like you can make it happen. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to empower people and help them know that they're worthy of being in this online space, especially the mamas like me who have spent years looking for opportunities like this and never knew where to start, right? It's a beautiful thing. So That's a great question. I love that question. I hope I pass that test. All right. Does anybody else have any questions for me? Otherwise, be sure to smash up that button so we stay connected. I will be back tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Get your freebie up here. Get your freebie. This old lady's. Hold on. I got to read that again. The old is it ladies only in the live or all can listen? Anybody can listen. Okay, vets. Anybody can listen. I just speak a lot to moms and women because that's where my heart is, right? But if you're a man, you're a grandpa, dad, brother, uncle, I don't care. You want to get into this online space, I'm still going to help you. I just focus a lot on the moms and the women because that's where my heart and my passion is. Does that make sense? So I'm here to help anybody and everybody. But I got my passions, right? And that's where they lie. So great questions. Great questions. Okay, I will be back tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Have a beautiful day. It's hump day. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. So have a beautiful day and just go out there, spread some love. Spread some love and light. The world needs it. So bye. You think digital marketing is just a bunch of people reselling a course, then you don't know what it is. If you're over here, my name. Okay, we have 3. Coach Jim. Yeah. Someone sounds growly.